Hey, what's up, gang? My name is Sebastian, and I am the host here on the Galactic Seabass channel. You are watching the Galactic Seabass podcast, and this is episode 25. We made it to a quarter of 100, folks. I am very excited about this. Yeah, they say most podcasts don't make it past 21, and we're on 25, baby. So let's go ahead and roll with the punches, if you will. That was my Sandler impression. This is an official Luna Lovegood movie quality wand that I got from the Universal Studios in Leavesden. It says London, but it was in Leavesden, England. We've had quite a week here on planet Earth. Holy cow. My name is Sebastian Fowler, your host here on the Galactic Seabass channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been fun. Happy belated Halloween to everybody. I hope that you all had a wonderful adventure and stayed safe and got to go out and experience all the whimsical fun that this life has to offer in that Halloweenistic regard. I do hope that you are well on this day. Today's episode is brought to you by Liquid Death. Consume it whenever viable. Here's a cool little picture that Mikey Mike took from the karaoke the other night. Had a little Sully onesie on that my mom got me. So shouts out to my mom and to Mike, DJ Mikey Mike. We're going all Mike long. I swear, this wand as a drummer is so much fun to hold. It is the perfect fulcrum. And I think it would be like right there. I'm glad that worked out. Bring me another mimosa. It's mimosa, not mimiosa. Or whatever. I'm trying to do a little thing there. Wonder if I can tune in. I made right now I'm working on this music project. I turned 30 years old this month. At the end of the month, basically, just a few days away. It might fall on Thanksgiving this year. I'm not really sure. What I am sure of is that I think I hear a plane approaching. And I have had quite a day. It's been extremely productive, and I'm ready to just enjoy one little beer before we go ahead and just get down to the rest of tonight. So cheers, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's have ourselves a fun little episode. Thanks for being here. Like and subscribe. You know all the gists of YouTube. Anyway, thank you. Cheers. Appreciate you. Oh, sweet mama. That is nice. Ew, this little fortune says, you've got this one in the bag. And that's right, because we surely do. It's been a very powerful, productive, positive week here in San Diego for your boy. He was up against the law earlier this week, and it was quite an adventure. You know, it was a perilous task that I had faced ahead of myself. I had ahead of myself that I had to face. I'm not really sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I hear a second plane. Here we go. It's about to be a fun one. Ooh. Basically, long story short, I got a stop sign ticket months ago for a stop sign that I stopped at. And I went to the arraignment and I said, not guilty. And I said, okay, you have to go to trial. And most of the time, you know, you hope that your cop doesn't show up. He doesn't show up. Case is dismissed. Boom. Not me. My cop showed up in a Versace suit. Not even a all the way buttoned up with a tie. No, dude, he had no top button. He was this Middle Eastern bachelor. He looked lovely. Just this beautiful salt frosted man. And he looked presentable. I had a suit. I also had my hair in a crazy bun and didn't tuck my shirt in and was wearing Vans. However, I went in and I presented my evidence. I made a diagram for the judge of the way the pedestrian was supposed to walk, and that's the reason I had to stop twice. And when the cop gave me the ticket too, I said, dude, you agree with me. I had to stop again for this lady who crossed illegally, and he went, I already wrote the ticket. So it's a really good feeling to hear the judge go, not guilty. Wow, that was cool. The look on the cop's face was just pure anger. He was so frustrated. And then the cop next to him, who was in the cop uniform, he looks like a cop. Uh, he was just looked at me, looked at him. Dang, you just got beat by a hippie wearing Vans. That was crazy. So shouts out to me. I beat the law. Well, I obeyed it, and they tried to get me in trouble, and that would have been bad for my license, and it would have been bad for, all kinds of stuff. I'm a driver, so that's kind of a big deal. It really takes that long to find me if I type. That's so crazy. Trying to find my own channel, you gotta type basically the entire thing. Hey, there we go. It's a great thumbnail. Wow. Hey, that's me. That is so random. Now it says that I'm watching, but that's funny because I'm just a regular person. Hey, that actually looks really well lit up. This light's cool. So just a cool fun fact, this amp made this out of clay in 10th grade or something. This handle works. It's like, to pick it up, it's pretty cool. It's like a whole back section. I don't know, it's pretty dope. Got a picture of my mom and some glass fish, and this little thing's cool. I got this in I think in England, if I'm not mistaken. All right, we're gonna take you, Lego guy, for a little adventure. So you just kind of cock it down, load your thing, and then I'm not sure how far this is gonna go. I'm sorry, Lego guy. It's basically it's pretty cool. It almost landed right where he was. It's actually that would have been the most amazing clip ever. Yeah, this thing's awesome. Just a little catapult. We'll leave that on the table. It's kind of a fun little item. We'll leave this guy hanging. And then we've got this little typewriter I like a lot. It's really fun. It's a pencil sharpener, which is kind of cool. I have a lot of pencils. Actually, I suppose I have a cup full of pencils right here. It doesn't really provide for entertaining content though, so let's go ahead and get down to business. Today's been crazy. Let's go ahead and get through what we actually got through today. Oh boy. Anything we didn't do, need to do. Hey, we couldn't do. Went there, but we couldn't do it, and we're doing this right now. So that is 2 things. Alright, so we went and deposited this check, and then I went to the store and I got Ollie some food. Got some coffee, changed the litter box, took out the trash, the recycling, and did the dishes, cleaned most of the house. I got some stuff for the bathroom and stuff for the fridge and the cabinets. I did the laundry. I need to fold that. There is a lot. I was supposed to smog my car. I didn't have time to do it. And made a doctor's appointment because I missed mine this morning. And then I covered a song for this music project, which we'll get into in a bit. I'm doing this podcast. I went to a comedy venue. They aren't doing the show tonight, so there's another one later that I'll do after this podcast. And then I want to make $100. So we'll see how that goes. I also had a plan to tally all the comedy shows that I did in my first year. I just want to see how many sets I did at each venue, and kind of would be cool to keep track. I've done hundreds of sets at the Madhouse, but it would be fun to know exactly how many. It'd be kind of fun thing to riff off for each of the clubs in town. And then I'll have a final number once I leave here one of these days. I'm excited. Austin coming up in December, so I really need to get those funds together, but I'm stoked. It should be, if all goes according to this wild, crazy concoction of a plan that I have in my head, then it should be a really fulfilling occasion. I'm very excited, and I really think I could deliver if I could do 1 minute. There was this Halloween costume contest that I tried to enter a couple days ago, and I spent 3 hours on my makeup trying to make sure my costume was legit. I went as the Joaquin Joker. I've done it before. People kind of know me as it. I'm just trying to embrace the character to the fullest, and So they did this costume contest. Probably like 100 people did the first preliminary part. They had 10 like semifinalists, and I was one of those. So I got to go up, and they gave me a mic, and most people just kind of spieled out a bit that had to do with their costume. There was a few pretty neat little costumes who had an act to go with it, and I won't deny that to them. But still, the people that won were not the people who did those cool acts. Uh, excuse me. And so I got the chance to do probably like 30 to 45, maybe like a minute of stand up. It was probably about a minute because I think the jokes that I did that night, I can do the verbatim again right now. I would have no problem doing that. It's one of them I stole from my neighbor who came by earlier in the day, and it was like the perfect kind of like intro thing as like a character joke. But it was hey, you know, who wants to hear a Halloween joke? And they all went, or no, it's excuse me, I already watched it. That's great. Do you want to hear a Halloween joke? Yeah, that's the spirit. Ridiculous, so bad. But it was funny, and so then I did the um, oh shoot, which joke would I do? Was it the witch one? Oh, dude, no, it was the okay. So I was at this Halloween party last year, and I was waiting on my girlfriend. She was running late, so I texted her and said, "Hey, when are you going to be here? What are you wearing?" And she sent me this photo, and she's had this leather jacket on and these aviator goggles and this leather cap, and she said, "Look at me, I'm Amelia Earhart. I'll be there in 20 minutes." She never showed up. So if you think about it, pretty historically accurate costume. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a few months ago, I was hanging out with this lady, a real lady, believe it or not, and she wanted to watch a horror movie. So I put on Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. And you might be thinking that's not very scary, but here's the thing: she's vegan, so that messed her up. It's a spicy meatball. She's dead. That was it. That was like the whole thing. So I'm not sure. I could see the time now of how long that took to get there, minus the botches. But yeah, like that was about a minute. Is it the minute I would do on stage? Absolutely not. But I didn't really want to like reference my dead dad to a bunch of like happy party people on Halloween. Like I get it's like fun, but that's not the environment for it. I even did jokes for this little triage of awful human beings the other day. Like I did one of my dad jokes, and I was like, "You guys don't even deserve that." And it was the first time I sort of felt that audience level where it's just, "You guys stink. I'm not doing my good jokes. Ugh, you guys are gross." So I just crowd worked him for the while. Found out this 40-year-old dude who was talking smack to all the comedians actually lived at home with his parents, and sort of took him to the cleaners. So that was fun. And other, getting more comfortable talking to crowds and just sort of, getting to know somebody on the spot and then trying to take that and rip it to be something fun. I do that in my daily life all the time. So it's just a matter of taking those conversational pieces that you have of your own and then adapting that to the stage. It's a fun time though. I like it a lot. I like this makeshift wooden microphone. I think it's a tiny broomstick, if I'm not mistaken. It's pretty cool. Just wanna fly away. That looks inappropriate. Never mind. Hi, how you doing? Welcome. I wrote a little. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. So 5 episodes ago, I had this idea that I would watch all of the Saw movies, and I did. I watched every one of them and wrote all these notes, and I absolutely have no idea what they mean. I think I was trying to make sure that I was continuity if that all the movies I was watching were in continuity, so that I knew where I was at when I saw the new Saw, and I haven't even seen it. So that's fun. This note is ridiculous. If anybody wants to screenshot and look at that, I have no idea what this is. It's just like, yeah, this is the guy. You meet people. I mean, I'm not even gonna start. That looks absolutely crazy. So what do we get into today? All right, yeah, we had court and we beat it. Not guilty. Shouts out to the American justice system. That was pretty awesome. And sorry, officer. What was crazy, I didn't even realize this, but um, My buddy told me the cop loses the case, that and he goes back, his manager or boss is going to be super mad at him or whatever, because yeah, he wasted the time giving me that ticket. He wasted the court's time having to deal with the incident. Like he made himself look bad, the department look bad. Like I didn't deserve it in the first place. And I remember this one time I saw a billboard. It said, "Just because you did it doesn't mean you're guilty." And those words have stuck true with me my whole life. Or just maybe, I don't know. I could be extremely narcissistic and just be living in the shadows of my own existence, but who knows? So let's see. Yeah, we're 23 days into our music project. So I started this account called SF Music. It's just ESSEFF Music. It's one of the band names I've come up with over the years, like trying to, figure. I have so many funny little band names that I don't have any idea what to do with, and um, they're pretty fun. I have an idea to make like a video sort of thing that is a way for me to give the names away to other people, in also a sense that it could be fun and just kind of like a fun little engaging video for me to make. I had a kind of successful endeavor on Instagram this week. I made a little skit that I wrote the skit on the last episode here, and then, or maybe it was 2 episodes ago, and then I filmed it this week or last week, and it got up to almost 10,000 views in like 4 days. And I know that's not, Mr. Beast numbers, but that's pretty cool for me, so I was stoked on that. And it got me a bunch of followers, so my Instagram for Seabass jokes went above 1,000, which is sick. In a good way, it's very healthy, and I'm stoked. So just, happy to kind of be like doing something progressive with the social media, just trying to engage with my audience, create content. This music project is super fun though, so let me tell you a little bit more about it. I had this idea that since I was turning 30 in a little bit of time, like I could do 30 covers in 30 days until I turned 30. I am on my day 7 right now, and very quickly realizing like, oh, this is a little bit of an endeavor to do something on social media every single day consistently. Like it's a very hard kind of thing to put into your schedule, but it's fun, and I'm trying to engage, some kind of like, I want to engage with the audience through like a natural form. Like I haven't posted it on my other accounts at all. I wasn't trying to have anybody like, I wanted to find out a natural following if I could just make, a certain amount of followers in a certain amount of days, because at the end of the 30 I plan to release original music. So I was hoping I could gain a following that's like, oh, this is cool that you have you have a very wide range of like vocal, I worded that wrong, like your vocal range is very wide considering the songs that I've been choosing to sing. It's everything from Adele to Slipknot, so could have said Adele to Zappa. That would have been more alphabetically cool, but I just went in the terms of just to like that kind of thing. That wasn't the best example for the lower decibels, but it's all good. Trying to keep it in a nice little monotone level right now. It's about 7:55 here in San Diego on October 33rd. Can't believe it. 23 days until I'm 30. And it's kind of like definitely living in the countdown mode by doing the videos every day. I'm very much aware that it is sort of like a finite time period, but it's cool. Just one of those things that's happening. Just living your life. Let's see what the numbers are. I know the Instagram is nothing too crazy. So it's been getting a couple of views though. So I got 1 follower so far besides my friend CJ. Shouts out to CJ in Stanford, my dude for life. It's like my kindergarten buddy. he's my first follower on that account. And I think he's the only person I follow. I'm just gonna start following all my followers. That way people are like, oh, cool, he just goes 1-for-1. Ollie, it's okay, buddy. Just neighbors. Oh, you're so cute. You're like a little elf. You're like the nice version of a chupacabra. You're like a chillacabra. I love you. You are so handsome and sweet. I love you, buddy. What a sweet little dog. Can't believe it. Alright, cool. So I just followed. What's this guy's name? John Wayne Gacy's G string. Oh boy. Alright, well, I don't know if that's great for the brand, but whatever. Oh, that's cool. Oh, cool. This one's kind of neat. It says 24 notifications on TikTok. It got like 200 views in 20 minutes or something. Let's just follow everybody. I have 22 followers. I'm going to follow all of them. I don't care. Who cares? It's social media. It's stupid. Oh, this account is private. You have to request it. That's fine. Sometimes it gets so narcissistic. Like, oh, I have to... Ooh. I can't follow people. I'm too cool. It's like, shut up. Right? You just want to live in like your own little world. It's so crazy. Yeah, just go follow. It doesn't be the... Ah, yes. Okay, so people are commenting. Now I see what he means. Well, that's kind of fun. This is neat. So TikTok's been getting the most engagement for sure, but I am an old man and I have no idea what I'm doing on here. Trying to keep it like kind of consistent though. You know, sort of like just keeping all the things looking similar. Like I think that's important for social branding. I have no idea. I am a dork. But it's fun though. Definitely like the idea of it, and I changed the font of like how I worded the bio, so they're all similar, which is kind of cool. And that's neat. And then YouTube, right now I am watching this video, so I can check the... I think YouTube's gotten like a few plays on each of the things. I haven't made any shorts. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing. That's okay though. I did make a cool song for the what's it called? I might have talked about this before a little bit, but Eminem's "Lose Yourself." I wrote a song called "Choose Your Shelf." Choose your shelf. It's like basically the entire song cadence for cadence, except every lyric is about spaghetti, minus a couple of like exact phrasings because they work fun in the song. But yeah, it's fun. Definitely, like I recorded it and then my computer pooped the bed, so that's not good. So right now, well, not right now, but later on, I'm going to take my laptop down to the comedy club and give it to my manager has the same charger as me and like a new version of it. So I just want to see if that will turn on the computer because I would love to get that back. So if the issue is only a charger, then I can take care of that tomorrow. And we're back in business making like cool videos and a lot more like fun transitions. Like I like this format. Right now, this podcast is being recorded off of my phone on a tripod with a light. Like so, there's no mics, there's no interface, there's no headphones, there's no audio dilation. I don't even know if that's a proper usage of that word. I have absolutely no idea. All I know is that I appreciate you being here for the 25th episode of the Galactic Seabass podcast, and I am Sebastian, your host as always. Now we're not going anywhere quite yet, but it's been a good time. It's been fun. So we do have a couple things I thought maybe I could check out. We'll see how it goes. Halloween's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, I forgot for the court thing. Like when I went to court, I was Joker the day before. So, one I tried to wash off the makeup 4 times in the morning. I took 2 showers, and I still had this slight residue of clown makeup kind of just sitting on my face, and that's who won that day. Oh my gosh, a literal clown. I am a comedian dressed as a clown. Excuse me. So that was quite the fitting usage of the term. Wow, how fun, how silly. That is so crazy. Yeah, and I believe I slightly mentioned Kill Tony earlier. So, Wow, that's going to be a fascinating occasion, honestly. I have no idea what to expect for that one. And, it should be pretty cool. Like, so I bought tickets for both of the HEB shows. Apparently, the New Year's show is sold out. Just like out, done, sold out, no more tickets. And the 30th, there's a couple of tickets available. Like, I have floor seats on the 30th, and then I have like a sitting in the tops on the 31st. So either way, I'm in the building. I get to have a good time and have some fun, watch the show. And there's a very, like a sliver of a chance that he'll pull out my name and go, Sebastian Fowler. That's a name I haven't heard before. I had to remember that one. And I'll be like, wow. Hi, Mr. Hinchcliffe. I saw him perform at the Improv he opened for Joe Rogan, like December 2019. That show was fire. And then, I'm not going to say the next part. Because it's slander, and I love the man who it's about, so never mind. But yeah, I'm really excited. Like, I don't know how I'm getting to Austin, but we'll figure it out. Probably shouldn't be spending money on new hoodies, but this thing is so cool. There's a pocket. Like, how crazy is that? Shouts out to my boy Brett here in Ocean Beach of Noise. Noise dies. NOICE. Good stuff. There's actually a super, I might as well just for the sake of it. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a really cool logo on the back. Pretty cool. My dad was really into the Grateful Dead. And, my dad's dead, so I'm just trying to be grateful. That was stupid. Ugh. That's okay. Hey, you actually could see it pretty well in the thing. That's dope. There's like a slight delay on my little video. Oh, that's fun. Anyway, let's see what else is going on. I had this cool little, I used these menu markers or like server tabs for my writing stuff down, and this is a dangerous book because this next page is 66666 and it looks dangerous, so I don't know whatever goes on here. This could be like a death note, like kind of a situation, and I'm quite nervous, so we're gonna leave it on 66665 for now until we're run out of room. Oh boy, that's fun. I bought a sandwich earlier. I'm really excited to eat it. That has nothing to do with this thing, but I'm just excited. That sounds really nice. I got all the things I like on it. Tasty sandwich. Yeah, it's a good time. So we're here. We're live. We're doing this. Going down to the Madhouse tonight, do a set. Let's back to it and do some work. Make some money. Because it takes money to live. And make $1,000 in like 3 days. So, see how that goes. I could do it. I'm about to part ways with some things that I really love. I may never see again. But you know what? I was talking to a buddy of mine, like a comedian here in town. He's like, like, the key to art, like if you want to make it, rule number one, you have to survive. Because if you can't survive and take care of yourself, then you don't have a place from which that you can create art. So, it's about like buckling down, accepting the matters of what are and what will be, and knowing that material things come and go, and sometimes it's okay to say goodbye. Like, I'm nervous. It's like there's certain things I really don't want to get rid of because I just see like the potential of what I could do with it. At the same time, knowing they've laid dormant for so long, and just one of those things. Like my dad's drum set's one of those items. It means so much to me. It's like a priceless possession, but it's worth a lot of money. And like I have to live somewhere. I don't know, dude. It's like it's tearing me apart a little bit. So if you go back long enough, like on the YouTube, you can watch me drive out to Connecticut to go get it. And it's like I wish I just wish I had like a big house that I could put that in. Just play it whenever I wanted to. Said it sits in a box outside. I don't know. Like, what's that? Alright, we're getting deep. We're getting a little too deep here. You're getting into the reality of what is the Galactic Seabass non-modcast. Everything that's not this. But, you know, it's probably like, yes! It's probably important to keep it real. It's the first time I ever did the inside flip on that stick, so that was fun. Yeah, one of those things. Just, you know, happy to be here. Happy there's a sandwich in the fridge. Sounds very nice. So just go ahead and eat after this. I'm not really sure, like, how long we're going, but we can just go as long as we want. There's no, ain't no stopping us, so no. Yeah, baby, baby. I literally have no idea how long it's been going. There's no way for me to tell. It's kind of cool. I'm gonna give myself a heart. That's dope. I'll subscribe to myself. It's the dumbest thing. I love it. Is there like a description? Oh, I'm in like the chat. How do I leave the chat? Ah, there it is. Hey, I can subscribe. Subscribed. I subscribed to myself. That is kind of a cheap move, but we're almost at 5K. I'm really excited about that number. So we'll see how it goes. Oh boy. And yeah, I guess one of the items that we had on the agenda was going through this crazy big card. Got this giant card in the mail from when my dad passed. And might get a little emotional reading some of that stuff. Seems more for like I'm not really sure. Let's do some math. Let's find out what day of the week is my dad's birthday. It's going to be on a Tuesday. And my birthday is on a Sunday. Alright. Yeah, they're always really close together. My dad was a Scorpio and I was a Sagittarius. We were 5 days apart though in November, which is really funny. Just on different cusps of the astrological spectrum. At least he wasn't the Zodiac killer. So the 23rd. Yeah, maybe. Okay, just like go into it right now. It's been one of those things. I don't know. I feel like I'm like kind of a. Oh, there we go. Started 31 minutes ago. So we're about like 30 minutes in the episode. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We don't, yeah, I don't have my laptop to be able to like check the news and stuff. I don't want to be just like sitting on a phone. It seems ridiculous. I mean, I am by myself. I'm allowed to do really whatever I want. That makes sense to me. I could eat a sandwich right now. It just seems like not very entertaining content for you to hear me chew. I'd rather just talk to you guys and you know, say what's up. Hey, how you doing? What's up? It's pretty cool. Happy to be here. Why don't we go ahead and just like, you know, take a. I'm gonna go ahead and take a Bing rip real quick. Ooh, that's cool. I could probably just say Bing, and then like one, I could promote Bing. Maybe get a little sponsorship. And then two, we're not saying stupid. Alright, cool. Let's see if the TikTok's changed. Went from 205 to 206. That's crazy. Well, I guess, you know what? Since I want to do this, you could just hear this video. That makes sense. Oh yeah, here, I'll take this out. Yeah, pause it. Alright, this is me, the song that I sang today. The account is SF Music, ESSEFF Music on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube. You are the first people to hear this, so check it out. Hi, everybody. Check it out. Day 7, 30 days until I turn 30 years old. 30 song covers was supposed to be in the beginning of that sentence. Anyway, here is Take Me Home, Country Roads by Mr. John Denver. Covered by me. Sure am. Almost 30. Day 8. It's hard to do. Day 8. It's doing so weird. So let's see. Did John Denver Take Me Home? Wish You Were Here. Day 6.
Rock and roll, everybody. Happy Halloween. This is 30 song covers in 30 days until I turn 30.
Something by Green Day. Dress as the Joker. Day 5. What I Got by Sublime. Karaoke as Sully. Day 4. Another Sully one. Day 3. This was Rooster by Alice in Chains. Day 2.
Here's 30 song covers in 30 days until I turn 30 years old.
I don't know what this is. Is it probably Green Day? Yeah. It was Old Man, Neil Young, Day 2. And then number 1 was Time of Your Life. I think. No, it's When I Come Around by Green Day. That's cool. So the other one was Time of Your Life. So that's cool. So those are all out there in full if you'd like to go check those out. And maybe I'll promote them in my story later. Just kind of like, hey, I'm doing this thing. You want to check it out?
Just say me. And then,
whoa.
Like one I can promote.
That's me. That was weird. Okay, that's me right now. Wow, my voice goes into this different state after a banger. That's so interesting. Until it slowly divulges back to its original self. How fascinating the vocal cords of the human being are. So anyway, pasta's cool. Stupid. Oh my gosh, I brought all this court stuff. Like, Might as well go through it. I'll never see this stuff again, probably. This is a pretty good environment for it. Thank you, Candle, for holding the thing. Oh my gosh, this is it. Not guilty. Oh my gosh, I should have framed that. Dude, yeah, straight up. Cheers. Incredible. Yeah, we got this is the pathway the pedestrian should have taken. That's the diagram, exhibit B. And then the pathway that was taken. Stop signs in question, the officer, and my path. Then we got some personal information. This is like how many rides I've done in 6 years. I took 3 years off. I stopped driving in like December 2019, just with this inclination, like I should take a little break. And then COVID hit, and I was like, yeah, no one's getting in my car. This is the original ticket that he wrote. I saved it. Yeah, I can't believe he did that. And then his thing that he brought, his whole piece of evidence was just like a GPS map that said where he was, and then some arrows. But there was also, this is like really hard to tell, but there's a little fence, like right here. Wait, where's this thing? There's a fence right here that was obstructing his view to the stop sign in question, and he couldn't tell whether the stop sign was on the line or whether it was slightly before or after. It's hard to tell from the image that he provided. He maybe should have bought color. And I got a little speech I wrote. And then my arraignment hearing. This is my mail to show up in court. I probably shouldn't have shown you that because there was a lot. No, but please. Oh boy, there's no way to get rid of that. Anyway, so yeah, and then just like I said not guilty, and then when I showed up they were like, do you want to stick with that? And I was like, yeah, let's go. And they sent me to courtroom B or K2 or whatever, and that's where I won, baby. I beat the law. Excuse me. And I know I've done comedy since. It looks like I'm off in my book by a little bit. Let's go ahead and do some math here. I believe this phone is has that, but I should have some videos on here, which should give me the dates. It's fun to track. Can't believe how many sets I've already done at this point. Alright, where's the comedy? It's probably like slowly intermittent. We got one video yesterday at 11:47, which means I did a set last night, which was Wednesday, and Halloween was Tuesday. So last night was 381 on 11/1 at the Madhouse Comedy Club. And then we'll put number 382, which should be tonight, but I always leave the date blank in case something happens. You know, something changes and just doesn't work out. And then I end up having to like scribble it and change it. It's like a whole thing. So got a whole bunch of stuff going on. 381 sets in 1 year, a week and a day. So a year and 8 days, something like that. Pretty cool. Not too shabby. I talked to a couple other guys. They're like, yeah, that's way past what I did. You know, I might have went a little hard in my first year, but I have a lot of content to show for it. So, you know, I just have to keep writing, keep going. That whole story with the court thing is a bit in itself. If I can write that out the right way, there's so many great little pieces and tags that can flow in there. Really excited about that one. Yeah, I really don't need any of this stuff anymore, which is so cool. Like, even the thing that says I'm not guilty, like, I don't care. I'm so happy for this to just be over. I want all this stuff to be out of my life. I can just be, like, done. The look on that cop's face when he walked out of that building was so good. He just ran out the door and, like, walked alone. I remember walking towards the courtroom with him, and I was like, hey, I like your suit, man. Like, it's a really nice suit. He's like, cool, thanks. Just didn't want to chat with me at all. It was like, wow, you don't want to chat because you're about to try to take me down in the court of law, Mr. Cop Man. He was like giving out false tickets. Well, the law prevailed, and I was chosen victorious. So pretty stoked on that. You know, like so many things have happened in my last little 10 years here in San Diego. You know, just an absolutely ridiculous plethora of stories and adventures, and to like go ahead and go through them all is like there's just I feel like the idea of comedy is a perfect route if I could find a way to take all this stuff that's happened and like give it an audience. Like it's just ridiculous. I mean, that's why I have this podcast too. I think stories kind of flow a little easier with conversation, and this is sort of just like rambles. And there's a little bit of hesitation to get into like certain stories, but I mean, like one really crazy thing that happened is I was super into BMX at the time. BMX was my number one. Every day I just woke up and I rode. I drove somewhere to ride bikes. That was my entire day. Um, and so on this particular day, I was with an individual who I won't name, but went to go ride bikes. So we parked on like 23rd in Golden Hill. So if you're in San Diego, it's like right at the top of B Street. B Street is probably like one of the gnarliest downhill slopes like in San Diego, besides probably like Dictionary Street, which I would still like to surf one day. If anybody was to like take a camera out there with me, that'd be great. Let's go do it. Anyway, we'd bomb B Street, go road downtown all day, and then we got back to the house. Now I was driving a '95 Buick Century at the time, with like a little hitch rack, and let's see, I we got back up. We pushed our bikes up the hill and got back up, and they were parked like in between B Street and C Street. So it's like these two hills that go up, and then you got a little cross street in the middle. We're right on the middle. So, um, also I should mention B Street is a one-way street, so you only go down B Street. It's gnarly, and then C Street you go up. So we're putting the bikes on the rack. Like there's a trunk rack on this car, not like a fancy roof rack or anything. It's um, I have a roof rack now. I'm actually very grateful for that, and that was crazy. I bought it on my credit card, and then it showed up, and then I had to change my credit card, and then the charge just went away, and it was basically a free rack. So, shouts out to that guy, to the company or whatever. That was amazing. Um, anyway, I have this old '95 white Buick Century, this boat with a trunk rack on it, and I put my bike on. He puts his bike on. We're about to leave. I look back at B Street. I see this cop coming up, like with his sirens on, coming up. He turns right, so towards us. They're like, it's not a big block from that way to that way. So we're like, oh wow, it's coming. That's nuts. And then I look back at C Street, and I see another cop, a second cop. He's coming up, and he's going left. So they're converging on our area. Um, I was like, oh wow, that's crazy. Something's happening right here. I look back at B Street, and a third cop comes up, and it's like, oh wow, three cop cars. Look back at C Street, fourth cop car. Holy cow. Look back at B Street, fifth cop car. Oh my goodness, this is not good. They all roll up on us, pull out their guns, and go get on the effing ground right now. And we're like, okay, dude, sorry. And then they come up, why are you trying to steal this vehicle? So they might have said commandeer, but like, why are you trying to steal this vehicle? I was like, this is my car. I'm just putting my bike on it so I can go home. They're like, what? And somebody in the apartment complex called and said we were stealing the car, even though there's a bike rack and we're putting bikes on it. She like, screw that lady. I'm 99% sure it was a woman. Anyway, I don't know why. Just have this feeling. Maybe that's sexist, but at the same time, like. Anyway, so then there's a bong on my front seat, like a brand new crystal clear bong. And so this cop goes, why is there a bong on your front seat? And I said, sir, there is a water pipe for tobacco use only. He's like, all right, you know the spiel. And then I asked them if they were hiring, because obviously the credentials weren't very much, and he told me I had to cut my hair, and I was like, all right, well, Guess not. So it is what it is. But it's all good. Hey, playing boys. Excuse me. Ooh, that felt nice. Oh, wow, I'm glad this came up. Last night I watched She's the Man, which is an amazing movie. Especially if your name's Sebastian, it's kind of like the coolest movie for us ever because basically the idea is that you're like the hottest dude in school. You're the star athlete. Everybody wants to hang out with Sebastian. They say Sebastian, but it's like it's fine. It's just fun to watch. The reason I pronounce my name Sebastian and not Sebastian is because my mom named me Sebastian, and my brother's named D'Artagnan and Max Adrian and Ajorian, and they all end in Ian. And for she could have just named one of us Ian, but that's not how it went down. And so if I say Sebastian, I miss out on that whole syllable, and I feel like I do injustice to my mom. And my dad's not with us anymore, and it's like I just want to honor her while I'm here on this earth, and just like a name's a name. I'm like more than that. I'm a vessel, and I have a soul and cosmic body. So just sort of like I'm happy to rock a name. Plus, it's cooler. You get like one extra syllable. It's fun. It sounds Spanish. Everyone thinks I'm French. They're like, "Oh, Sebastian, you're French." Like, why do I have French? It's not even when it like about Jacques. My name is Jacques Cousteau. Like that sounds like a guy from Paris. Paris. My name is Tour Eiffel. Oh man, it's ridiculous. Paris was sick. I had so much fun there. Remember we showed up. We got there at like 11 o'clock. My friend, so it was Alyssa and Fiona and I. These two like 18-year-old girls. I know that I know what you're immediately thinking, but it's not like that. I never, ever, 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 ever was any like. I thought it was gonna be like that, but it wasn't like that. Anyway, we went on this trip together. We ended up going to Budapest, and then from Budapest we were supposed to go to Venice, but it was the early winter or early fall. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know when seasons are. It was like September in Budapest in 2015. And there was this huge migrant crisis. It was like right at the beginning of this huge European migrant crisis. So all the whole railways were blocked off with human beings, and they literally shut the railway down. So we couldn't take a train to Venice like we had booked. So we flew to Rome, and then from Rome we took a train. No, we flew to Rome, and then we flew to Barcelona, and then we took a train to Paris. And then when we were in Paris, we showed up at like 11. And the first thing we did was we went to the Eiffel Tower and like bought cheap champagne from just dudes on the grass, and just watched the thing sparkle. And we listened to Fellas in Paris. I can't say what it's called, but we listened to that song for sure. And it was fun. Then we got crepes, and some of the stereotypes I heard about France were untrue, which I was very disappointed to learn. For example, almost nobody wears a beret. There wasn't a single person who went, monsieur. Like, no one does that. Not a thing. No mimes. I maybe saw one mime, but I also like almost got pickpocketed by gypsy kids. So that was that. There is a lot of bread. The baguettes are real. There are baguettes everywhere. The baguette. I don't really know how to say it. The baguette. The plastic paper. Just the baguette. I hope that was really dumb. That was the dumbest thing. It was like intelligent, but it was really stupid. Okay, I have to live with that. Anyway, that's fun. So yeah, Paris was cool, and then we basically like decided we were on different trajectories as far as the trip went. Like they were 18 and they could drink alcohol, and that was the first time they could do that. But I was 21, and I'd already kind of like had that fix in America, so I was just more concerned with like I want to go see this and I want to go see this, and I had some cash and it was cool, and I got to go to like 13 countries in 3.5 months. That was really, really sick. That was probably one of the coolest experiences ever. If you go through my YouTube channel and click on like the Lost Euro trip tapes or something, like I don't know, it's sort of like that. It's a whole bunch of GoPro footage that I stacked. from the trip. It was actually really funny. Like I took so many photos on the thing, but I never did video. This is right before I started the YouTube channel, so I wasn't like making videos at the time. But if I had videos from that occasion, like dude, they would be ridiculous. I got into so many little like. I have a lot of stories from Europe. I actually wrote a book. I have like an 80-page book that I filled up to the very last bitter end of the last page with like an adventure. And every day in the beginning on the first page, I'd do a doodle. So now there's like this cool like smash of 100 doodles all put together because I started to run out of room, and I was just like that was the most I'd like stayed on a trajectory path with like no real reason, and just like wrote every day and drew every day and like lived every day. It was cool. Like wow, yeah, that was almost 10 years ago. Just wow to think about. Um, that trip changed my life without a doubt. Europe is one of the coolest places I've probably ever seen in my life. I loved Ireland. Ireland was amazing. Just being out there, and went on this trip up to Glendalough. Like it's this lake, this beautiful lake, and it's this giant Celtic garden. Basically, went to this graveyard. It's from like the 14th century. It was like whoa. There's just these. Felt like a lot of ancestry was like flowing through me when I was walking through those woods, and it was cool. It's cool to like see your heritage. So I'm glad I was able to experience that. Go see countless other sites as well. That was fun. Catacombs was sick. Back in like in Paris, oh my gosh, this is one of the most crazy tales. Like it's got to be a felony when I got there, but never got caught, so might as well just splurge. Tell you guys all about it. I went to the catacombs in Paris with like. I think I had met these people, Gamel and PJ, at this hostel. We were really good friends. Like we met in Paris, and we had some fun. Oh man. Anyway, so we went down to the catacombs, and it's this giant. For anybody that doesn't know, the catacombs is about 6 million human beings that are Tetris style buried under the city of Paris. Paris is like a giant asphalt layover of a graveyard, and they just built the city on top of it. It is absolutely unbelievable. Like As Above, So Below, that movie, it's a horror movie, but that's the catacombs. There's a bunch of movies and documentaries about it, but yeah, straight up bones and people and skulls, and they're shaped like hearts and crosses, and dude, it's weird. Like thousands of leg bones just making hallways. It's a pretty trippy sight to see as far as like humanity goes. And you just realize the vitality of your life, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm just like I would be like this section of bone in the wall. That's how much I only have one hip bone, but they made sculptures of hip bones, and that took a lot of hips, and that was like a Mambo number 38. I don't know. So there was a point I saw a loose skull, and cheers, yep. Sorry, Father, for I have sinned. And oh, the light turned off. That's okay. Anyway, wonder if I could just turn it back on. Cool. So I was down there and I saw this loose skull. It was like the top half of a skull, basically. And I picked it up and I put it on my head, like a second hat. But I had a hat on, and it was over that hat. And then I went to take a photo, and I tried to be all serious, like, and then I started laughing, like, but right in the middle of that there's an image, like, and it's terrifying. It's me with a demonic ass face wearing a human, and it's like, that was a bad call. The funny part is that about 5 minutes later, I was walking through and I saw another skull, and I had a buddy at the time who I was trying to rep his clothing company, so I put one of his hats on the skull and went to take a photo of it. And I turned around. Now, before that, I hear like, "Stop! No!" In a Scooby Doo esque villain voice. It is ridiculous. I turn around. I am not kidding when I say I see a man in a giant black robe, not walk, not run, but just glide or like float over to me. And he's like, "You must leave this place now." Hold on, wait, for dramatic effect, I think this will actually be pretty good. "You must leave this place at once." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, you do not have to tell me twice. I'm out. Peace." And I walked up 8,700 spiral steps, just until I anti-toileted my way out of the, the underbelly of Paris. And oh my gosh, yeah, that was crazy. So that was a fun tour, super fun tour. I don't know. Yeah, that was cool. That was one thing. That was like one day. Paris was beautiful. I mean, Paris, the Tour Eiffel, the Eiffel Tower. Just yeah, that bridge. Like you know, it's crazy. That love lock bridge. Everybody puts their little locks on to celebrate their love. Every couple of years, they have to just like chop all those locks off because the bridge gets so much weight from having all these locks on it that it's oh my gosh, I'm so close to the word. Let me just say it. It's affecting the integrity of the bridge. It's close, yeah. Compromising the integrity of the bridge. Yeah, so they have to gut it so that the bridges don't collapse on people. And I think about all those relationships that are going well, and then they just snip. And they're like, "I think we should break up." Why? I don't know. I got a feeling. I got a feeling some guy named Jacques cut off our lock. That I have now taught myself for the dumbest thing I've said today. And I got the first back throw too. This is a very successful episode. I like this one a lot. We're having fun. We're cruising our way through. Yeah, that was neat. I wonder how long we're into this little bad boy. What's this little bad boy going on? Started 32 minutes ago. I'm pretty sure that's wrong because it was like a minute ago, a while ago. Oh my goodness, that's so crazy. Let's see if anybody's talking in the chat. Live chat. Where you at? Hello, hello. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm on my account that I've been talking about the music. Hello. I'm the music account. Check me out. Rock and roll. Oh my gosh. Alright, well the light's dead. That's hilarious. I'm gonna keep sending myself hearts from myself. I can do all the emojis actually. I'll just send it. There we go. That's pretty cool. That was pretty fun. So, you know what? I'll comment on my own video. I'm gonna like and comment on this thing. Where did my chat go through? Oh, there it is. Yay! I wonder if I can leave a comment. No, you can only leave comments in the video. Well, I have a comment for all the boys. Woo! That's so ridiculous. Pepto-Bismol. My mom always told me, You know, they could lock you in a padded room and you would find 17 ways to entertain yourself. And growing up, I never really understood that. And now I'm so grateful for that. So just thank you, Mom. I love you. Thank you for giving me this crazy brain. I appreciate you all watching this video. Thanks for watching all my videos. Thanks for supporting me over the years and doing what I love to do. Uh, if you would like to actually support me like in the right now, I left a Venmo in the description. Uh, I've got a lot of things to take care of, and I could use your support. I don't know how Patreon works, and my laptop died, so I don't know what you want me to do. Thanks for watching. If you like, share, subscribe, I feel like all that stuff helps too. Tell your friends, like, hey, there's this guy makes stuff. Like, here's a video that I like. If you want to watch it. I mean, I would love to do this full time. That would be sick. So, if you guys want to have that happen, that would be really cool. And I appreciate you very much for all your support you've ever given me. So, thank you for tuning in. Sincerely. My name is Sebastian, and I am the host of the Galactic Seabass channel. I have been, and I always will be. I want to thank all my friends that have taken part in adventures with me over the years. Thank my family. My house here in Ocean Beach that's housed me for years. My dad, I miss you very much. I love you. My grandpa, my grandma. Anybody who's lost a loved one along the way, you know, I feel that. You have my condolences, and I appreciate you. But we're still here, you know. And we're still here. That one's for you, Kayla. And we are here. And, you know, let's be positive about it. No buts. Yes ands for life. Improv, baby. Improv 101. Anyway, I appreciate you so much for watching this episode. The 25th episode of the Galactic Seabass channel. My name is Sebastian, and I'll be your host forever and always. So thanks for tuning in. I will see you again next Thursday for episode 26. In the meantime, I can't promise if we'll have a guest or not. I would love to get somebody new and fresh on, get a nice little piece of the dynamic puzzle of conversation going. So we'll get this thing off to a nice steady start. Thanks for tuning in. We'll get to this giant card eventually. That's going to be a physically turmoilic one for me. So, Kill Tony in December. Calling it. Going up third. I don't know why. It'd be cool though. Anyway, I appreciate you so much, and just hope that you have a great day, great night. God bless you, and best of luck in all the endeavors in life that you choose to partake in. Yeah, my best wishes, and I'll be here until I'm not. So thanks for tuning in. This has been the Galactic Seabass channel, and I am Sebastian. Said that a little odd. I'm Sebastian, your host. Thanks for tuning in. You know what's funny? This thing is probably like right there. I am a very big lightweight. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for being here. Couldn't have done all this without you. And we'll be here in the meantime. So, if you have any questions at all that you would like answered, just leave a comment, and I will go ahead and jump on that in detail next episode. And thanks for being here. Check out my Instagram. There's a link in the description. If you want to check the music account out, there's 7 different videos that you could watch of me doing full-time songs. So most of them are after work, after like a 12-hour work shift. And I'm like, I need to post a video. There's only so many hours into the day. Oh man, but it was fun, so we're doing it. I just want to finish a challenge, you know, like stick to it. So 23 days away from 30. We'll see what we can do in that time. Anyway, I appreciate you for watching. I love you. What can I say? I love you, and I love Lamp. You stay classy, planet Earth, and San Diego, especially. Not especially. I should have gone the other way around. You stay classy, San Diego, but especially you, planet Earth. Like, see, that's it's called flow. Anyway, speaking of flowing, about to flow my way into a sandwich. So thank you so much for being here. My name is Sebastian. This is the Galactic Seabass channel. This was podcast episode number 25. This is the final sip. I hear it playing in the distance. Anyway, rock and roll, my friends. God bless. Appreciate you so much. And who knows what we'll get into next time. Check out all my other videos if you'd like. So much content, it's ridiculous. Just like, whoa. You can see the sporadic nature of my existence within the confines of my YouTube channel. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'm Seabass. I'll see you guys next time for episode 26. And best of luck in everything you do in the meantime. Rock and roll, friends. I'm out of here. And by out of here, I mean I'm going into the Sandwichville. Thanks for tuning in one more time. Vaya con Dios y hasta luego, mis amigos. That means see you later, have a great day, and I don't know what the first part means, but I'll see you. Have a great day. Peace and love. Skip-a-doo-doo. 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 Goodbye, and thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Doo-doo-doo-doo.